This is the complete guide of how to apply UK skilled worker dependent visa. So let's discuss what we mean by skilled worker dependent visa. Your partner and children can also apply to join you or stay in the UK as yours dependent if they are eligible. They'll need to complete separate applications. Many people try to put one application for all the family members, but that's not the way it works. You need to complete separate applications for each family member. If your partners or children application is successful, their visa will usually end on the same date as yours. If a child parents have visas with different expiry dates, the child's visa will end on the earlier date. A dependent partner or child is any of the following: your husband, wife, civil partner, or unmarried partner. Your child under 18, including if they were born in the UK during your stay. Your child over 18 if they are currently in the UK as your dependent. You will need to provide evidence of your relationship to your dependent when you apply. Now let's discuss the what we mean by family linking code. If you are the first person in your family to apply, you can get a family linking code. Connect your applications together. Your family members can enter the same code when they apply. What is meant by the partner for skilled worker visa? If you must be able to prove that either you are in a civil partnership or marriage that is recognized in the UK. You have been living together in a relationship for at least 2 years when you apply. What is meant by the child for skilled worker visa? They must live with you unless they are living away from home in full time education, for example, a boarding school. Not be married or civil partnership. You will need to provide evidence of their address, such as a bank statement, credit card bill, driving license, NHS registration document, or any medical document, an official letter from their university or college. Now, let's discuss in detail the financial requirement for dependent of the skilled worker visa. Your partner and children must have a certain amount of money available to support themselves while they are in the UK. You or your partner or child will need £285 for your partner, £315 for one child, 200 for each additional child. Now let's discuss your partner and children must have certain amount of money available to support themselves while they are in the UK. You or your partner or your child will need £285 for your partner, £315 for one child, 200 for additional child. Now let's discuss the example of this. You or your partner or child will need to have 600 to bring your partner and one child in the UK. So it gets calculated by £285 for your partner and £315 for your child. You would also need to have £1,270 available to support yourself for your own application. You or your partner or child will need to have that money available for at least 28 days in a row. Day 28 must be within 31 days of you or them applying for the visa. You will usually need to show proof of this when they apply, unless either you have been all in the UK with a valid visa for at least 12 months. Your employer can cover your family cost during the first month in the UK. This must be confirmed on the certificate of sponsorship. If your partner or child is applying at different time to you, they will need to prove they have enough money to support themselves if they have been in the UK for less than 1 year. Now let's discuss how to apply from outside the UK. Each family member will need to complete a separate application and pay their fees. They must apply before they travel to the UK. They'll need application number. You will get this when you apply. This number is also called Global Web Form GWF or a unique application number UAN. You will find it on your emails and letters from your home office. They can also enter a family linking code if you got one when they apply. This will connect all the applications. As part of your application, your partner and child will need to prove their identity. They'll either have their fingerprints or photograph taken at the application center. You will usually get the immigration ID check app to scan their ID, and you can do the identity check at there. They will be told what they need to apply or what they need to bring at the application center. If they do not need an appointment, in that case, the application center may need to keep their passport and documents while they process their application. They may also have to travel to their interest to the nearest application visiting center to get the biometric done. All how long it takes? That's the most important thing. Many people ask how long it takes to get the decision when you apply for the dependent for the skilled worker visa. Once you have applied online, prove their identity and provide their document. They will usually get the decision within 3 weeks. But that's the standard processing time. If you check my processing time video, many applicants comment on that and they mention the actual time frame that when they have applied and when they're getting the visa. You can also put your comment on that and you can put your timeline. They may be able to pay to get a faster decision. They will be told if they can when they apply. Some applicants don't get that to do the priority service, but it depends. How long it take to get the decision? We have already discussed that. Now let's discuss how to apply from inside the UK, extend or switch their visa. Now we are discussing extension or switching the visa for the dependent on the basis of the skilled worker visa. If you extend or switch your visa, your partner or child current visa will still be valid until its original end date. Your partner or child need to apply to extend or switch their visa either at the same time as you, at any time before their current visa expires. This includes children who have turned 18 during your stay. Your partner or children cannot apply to switch to your skilled worker visa as your dependent if they are currently in the UK on a visit visa, short term study visa, parent or child student visa, seasonal worker visa, domestic worker in a private household visa. Many applicants do ask that common question that instead of applying and going through the hassle of your dependent from outside the UK, you get them to the UK. Once they are inside the UK on a visitor visa, they can switch them. But no, you cannot switch to your skilled worker visa as your dependent if you are on a visit visa. It's not possible. If your partner or child is currently in the UK on a student visa, they can only switch if they have either completed the course they were sponsored to study, studied for a PhD for at least 24 months. The application form will tell you if you can include your partner and children in your application or whether they need to apply separately. If your partner or child applies separately, they'll need to either apply online as your partner inside the UK. At the end of this video, I will fill up the form and I'll show you how to apply online. Apply online as your child inside the UK. They'll need your application number. You will get this when you apply. This is called GWF or unique application number. They can also enter a family linking code if you got one. When you apply, this will connect all the applications. Same like when you are doing from outside the UK. The application form will tell you if you can include your partner and children in your application. And we have discussed this, so let's go further. How long it takes to get the decision when you apply from inside the UK? Once they have applied online, proved their identity, and provided their document, they will usually get a decision within 8 weeks. When you apply from outside the UK, it's 3 weeks, the standard processing time. And when you apply from inside the UK, it's 8 weeks. They may be able to get faster decision if they will get that option for the priority service. The correct link to applying this visa is apply hyphen to hyphen visit hyphen or hyphen stay hyphen in the uk.homeoffice.gov.uk. But as I always say to everyone, that always apply from the gov.uk website link. So this link is just to give you an example. What your partner or child can do and cannot do on this visa. Let's discuss that in detail. Your partner or child can work except as a sports person or coach, study, travel abroad, and return to the UK, apply to settle permanently in the UK, also known as ILR, if they have lived in the UK for 5 years and meet the eligibility requirements. After 5 years, you can apply for the ILR, and then after 1 year, you can apply for the passport as well. They cannot apply for most benefits like public funds or state pension when they are on the dependent visa. But after they getting ILR, they can. If their application is successful, they'll get a full list of what they can do and what they cannot. For your child, it's the same thing. You have any questions regarding the skilled worker dependent visa or any other video, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. You can ask me question anywhere and I'll get back to you.